We lived in Barcelona for a year and a half, the first year and a half, and I didn't know they spoke different language, Catalan.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Welcome to Spain.
So all the little words, the street signs that I'm used to changed when I moved to Madrid now. So I had to relearn everything, but still, I think it's fun. All of these new things, those are fun.
So it would be interesting to know like what is now your approach now that you got a little bit of time to
Yes.
explore the language. Like you have at least we will probably have a little bit of an extra plan. So can you tell us a little bit what's your current approach?
Well, my current approach just until now, I went to AOE, Oficial Idioma. I think it's a public language school run by the Madrid city, and they have a very structured classes and very good. But also, I thought, what am I talking about?
About your idioma de escuela de idiomas in Madrid and your structured
Yeah, how it's structured. So I experienced that, which gave me a little wrong confidence. Oh, I can do this outside of the escuela. So I decided not to continue on the next level, but to study on my own. But just like everything's a journey. It's not just language learning, just my decision, my thought process, everything lifestyle. So it goes on like that. I'm still learning with the book, and I'm trying to use what I learned from the book every day to my partner or people I encounter on the street. But it feels like that's not enough. So recently, what I discovered is when I was learning English when I was a kid, it wasn't to learn English, but I had a very heavy interest in hip hop music, the rap music. So I would just print out rap songs, song lyrics in English, and I just enjoyed the process of, oh, I can rap now. And I forgot about that feeling for a long time. And recently, I started listening to this playlist called Classic Spanish Hit Songs. So classic Spanish music from the 50s, 60s to like 2000, I think. And just listening to those music, it's really fun. And it makes me sing along too. So the textbook grammar stuff I want to learn from a book, and all those lyrics, the expressions, the natural expressions that are used in song lyrics, that's I'm trying to learn from the songs because it genuinely interests me.
It's interesting to see because this is not the first time that the Spanish language has been used as a musical exercise. We've been seeing quite some times for the Latin American side, but also the European side, and it's very interesting to see because I'm gonna keep referencing my dear country of Italy. I'm sorry, but I it's the only thing that I know, man. Can't do much more about it. It's just that Italian music, to me at least, again, it's like it is not as accessible when it comes to learning the actual language. It's interesting to see that not only you manage to get your enjoyment about music, because music is awesome, we all love music, but also getting that little nugget of information about the language, because it's not like one-to-one for every language. So it's awesome to see, but the great thing about being inside in your situation is that you have your school, you have your books, you have your music, you have your partner, and you have now living in the city of Madrid. So you have a very not isolated. What's the word? What's the word?
Immersive.
Thank you. A very immersive environment. And I think that's something that at the end of the day is what a lot of language learners recommend when it comes to learning a language. Like if you could, of course, not everybody can immerse themselves 24/7 in the language, but it is a very beautiful system. So even though it's like little parts are scattered here and there, as a whole, you have a very formidable immersion system. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's just I'm very lucky that I'm learning Spanish while I'm living in Spain. This is not many people can have this, I understand. But what I also didn't realize before moving here was my job is teaching online, which I do indoor at home. So there's not many social interaction. So maybe that's why I didn't feel the motive strongly. And but just recently I just found this incredible joy in listening and singing along Spanish music. So I hope that makes me go out, maybe go clubbing and sing along with people. Who knows?
At the
Yeah.
end of the day, if you can communicate with people clubbing in Spanish, isn't that like what the real part of the language is? It's like there has to be a point where if you can
That's
communicate.
one and only goal.
Yeah,
Go clubbing
I'm
and
not saying
be
it's the only goal, but like if you can communicate with them and have fun, isn't that
Mm,
like an actual objective, right? Like you're not there to specifically go to a company and get like a full-time job as a Spanish translator. So living life as a Spanish speaker, that's definitely an objective. I think a pretty also realistic objective to go forward.
right. And also, just more and more as I study and learn, the more and more how I start to understand my Spanish family's conversation. At first, it didn't much sound like when you're first learning a language, it doesn't sound like a language. It just sounds like a noise, right? It sounds like that. But more and more, when you understand the language, when you catch words, and right now I'm at the state, I think I can follow. Oh, they're talking about this. So that is bringing me like incredible joy in learning. I think
And
just having to just understanding people.
did you also experience anything like you as a teacher and you as a learner? Like you have these two sides now. And since you started learning Spanish, did you experience anything that could have helped you with the teaching side? Something that you just wouldn't have noticed or learned from the other side?
Like something that I realized.
Because you also studied the language, not only taught one, but
Right.
also at the same time studied one.
I'm just realizing the importance of structure in learning language, but on top of that, finding joy. Finding joy. I understand that a lot of people are learning language, not just like us, but as an obligation because maybe their company made them learn English, or you just have to learn it. It's like how I first moved here. I have to learn Spanish to live in Spain, right? But that gives you burnout pretty quickly, and just finding joy in little things as you're learning. Oh, I'm starting to understand these people. Oh, singing along a Spanish song. I never imagined I could do that. Like all that little thing that'll just automatically make you sit down and study, right? Because it's a fun activity now. So I think that's the most important thing. And when I teach, I only recently realized that. So when I teach, I try to at least make it a little bit more fun than mechanical like learning.
And it's interesting because I was in the same situation when it comes to French myself. I was in France. It was like I just so happened to be in France. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I actually have to learn the language. Oh, and it was difficult for me at the beginning because like I was just doing it for survival. I was trying to get as much as possible. I was doing as much exercise as possible. I was getting burned out pretty easily. But then you find that you tend to find joy in the most random places. Like, for example, in my case, arguing with people on the phone.
Oh.
Yeah, arguing with people on the phone, like the postman, or receiving
Right.
a spam call and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. You have to ask somebody else. And they like, yes, I understand. I will not call you anymore. That type, it sounds crazy, but imagine like that caller from the other side does not know that I started learning French only 4 months ago.
Oh,
So
you love something that makes your heart beat like boom, boom.
Yeah, exactly. It's nerve wracking. It's nerve wracking, but then
Right.
they leave you alone and it actually works and you feel like I did it. I can complain like a true native.
Right. When the language you learn and acquire, when it works, it's really fun,
It's
right?
really fun. Yes. Yes, it's really fun.